I just finished Not Safe for Work a couple days ago. It was truly such an amazing read. I love all of Nisha J. Tuli's work so far, and I was like, is she gonna be able to translate that well into contemporary romance? And she had no difficulties transferring all her skills from her romantasy and fantasy genre over to contemporary romance, and it was such a quick read. I put it down to read something else for a little while, and that was another 5-star read that was earlier in the month. But I put it down for a little so I can finish reading that one book, and then I got back into it and I literally devoured it. This story is about Triss. It's about this girl that works in a heavily male dominated industry, and she is one of the top performers, and she's been trying to move her way up in the company, but the company has been kind of very nepotism based, so they've been ignoring her and her sales. And there's this work trip that's going to be coming up. It's this work retreat where 2 people are going to be picked for it, but Triss is like, I don't even have my hopes up. It's going to go to the family members that work within the company. So I already know that I'm not going to get it. So fuck it. Let me just go for the cake. Let me just go to this celebration for the cake. So she just goes over for the cake. And it turns out she's one of the people that is getting picked for this retreat with her arch nemesis, a workplace rival, Roth, I think that's his name. It's either Rafi or Roth, and him and her have been going at it since the very first day they started working, but there's some extra story behind that, and that's where the story kind of like unravels itself, where there's different layers. And that's why I love about Nisha J. Tuli. She adds so many layers to her story, and if there's something a character doesn't like, there's some backstory there. And I love all my contemporary romances that if there's a character acting a certain way, there is a reason behind it. And I've read a lot of romances that are like that. And this just felt like I was at home with my cozy little contemporary romance. It had the one bed trope, but it was remixed. The one bed trope was remixed. Workplace rivals. It had LGBT rep. It had sapphic LGBT rep, and just enough of it for me to be like, this is how you write LGBT rep. Like if you're gonna write LGBT rep, this is how you write it. This is how you include us into a story. You add us as characters, and it was nothing offensive, and they were just part of the story, and it was perfect. I absolutely love the tension between the 2 main characters, between the 2 rivals. I love the competition of it, of they were trying to one up each other consistently. But I also loved how Rafi or Roth was doing everything possible to make her happy, or to like think about her. And he is one of my new book boyfriends. Rafi is like, he's such a fucking heartthrob. But of course, the book is told from first person. So when you first meet him, you're like, he's a fucking piece of shit. And like, there's narration happening where it's like, you're supposed to hate him. But everything he does is like everything that I love in a man when I'm dating them. And he does so many subtle things where he's like thinking about her, and he's doing it for her. And like, I would love to read more romances from Nisha J. Tuli. I would love to read a second book following Triss and Rafi's love story, or if they did an anthology where there was multiple love interests, then that would be lovely. It'd be nice to see the sapphic relationship, how their story pans out and everything. I definitely could see Nisha J. Tuli expanding in the contemporary romance genre. But this one book is enough. Even if this is the last book she does, this is the last romance book that she does. I love her other romantasy books. I think Nisha J. Tuli is my auto buy author. Anything that she puts out, I'm going to buy it. So yes, as soon as this book comes out, I think it comes out May 20th, 2025. Go out, buy it, read it, love it. I hope you enjoy it just as much as I did, because this was such a fucking fun ride. And I did read it in two parts, but it did not change the reading at all. I literally could, I dropped it for like a week and then I picked it back up and it felt like I was right back into the story and I was right back into the angst. And literally, it was a fucking 5 out of 5.